Hello, and welcome back to Robots Don't Age. We are recording off a scrapyard on I-70, and with me today is Kiani.
Sup, motherfuckers?
And Happy New Year, everyone! Today we will be talking about Descender Volume 4. But first, Kiani, what have you been up to?
I've actually been watching a lot of shit on Netflix lately.
Oh my
I
god,
just
I'm so excited about this! You never watch TV!
I know.
People get
Um,
to hear about your opinions on things. Go, go, go!
okay, I just finished The Blood of Zeus, which is an anime on Netflix, and I really liked it. I've actually also been reading it's a
Well,
webtoon.
what's the Blood of Zeus about?
Okay, it's essentially like, okay, so in case y'all didn't know, Zeus be slanging dick, okay?
Oh
From
my
all the
god,
Greek,
Zeus was a whore.
right? Right? Okay, so anyway, he has this son with a mortal woman, and and then his wife gets all, Hera gets all pissy about it, you know what I'm saying? But then there's like these demon people who apparently, like, the giant demons that they had fought and like locked in a box under the ocean or whatever, like one somehow, a dead one washed up on shore and a person found it and like it talked him into like eating it. And so he ate some of this corpse and then he became this like demon person and then like created this whole village of people that are demon people and they're trying to like, you know, take shit over and this, that, and the third. And
You know what, Kiani? I'm gonna stop you. Let's just not do
thanks,
spoilers, and I'm just gonna
thanks,
cut that.
thanks. Just cut all that out. Anyway, so yeah. But yeah,
I'm
it's
not gonna cut all of it out, but I just needed like a base premise for it, and then you kind of kept
okay.
going.
I'm sorry, you know me and my fucking ADD. Anyway, okay, and then I've also, which I just started this. I've only seen like 2 episodes of it, but it's called Hunter x Hunter. Um, and it's essentially there's like these hunters, and they hunt magical creatures, but you have to like take an exam to become a hunter. And it basically starts off this little kid like wants to take the hunter's exam, and his aunt's like, oh, if you catch this swamp master you can, and so then he
I
catches it.
assume it's another anime, right?
Yeah, and he goes off on that adventure because he does catch it, and so he goes off to take his hunter's exam, and it's like a test the whole way. So far it's been pretty
Okay.
fucking good.
That actually sounds. Both those sound really good, especially Blood of Zeus. That sounds pretty fucking metal.
Yeah, it is really fucking metal. I think you'd like it. I also binge watched the entire 4th season of fucking Big Mouth. That
Yo,
happened.
shit! It's on season 4.
Yeah, it's on season 4, bro. Funny as
Oh
fuck.
man, I stopped around season 2. I can't believe it's still going strong.
Yep, season 4. Binge watch season 4. And then as far as my art game goes, I finished my my submission for my artist residency. I'm trying to go to New York, peoples, and get paid
For that
to
luxury apartment.
for that luxury apartment. Essentially, I would be commissioned for a place to live, which which is pretty fucking dope. So I really hope that I get it, and it would be a great opportunity. And I've also been working on vibe checks still pretty regularly, which is fantastic. And if you would like a vibe
Excellent.
check, which is a custom cosmic being painting based on your vibe or any of my prints or anything else, all of my shit is available on my website, which is abundantstudio.com. So that's it. That's
You
pretty
got
much
that,
it.
people?
Up,
AbundantStudio.com.
boom, boom, boom.
All right, so I have quite a few recents. Shout out to Fan Freaks, by the way, because I guess I did totally rip off the recents from you, but love you guys, you know that. Anyways, so video game wise, I'm just gonna stick to the main one that I've been playing. Have you heard of Phasmophobia?
No.
Okay, so I believe it was created by one gentleman, but for the low price of $14, you get to play a ghost hunter. Now, on this team of 4, it's an online game usually. I love the game so much, Kiani, that I've played with randoms. Like I play with random people all the time, and I don't like to do that. So Basically, you start off with like loading up equipment, and you get your ghost hunting gear, EMF reader, salt, spirit box, crucifix, cameras, things like that. You know, a large variety of items.
Mhm.
And you go into a variety of different maps. You have like houses, farmhouses, high school. They just added a prison to beta mode, which I ran through a couple times. They have a mental asylum, and you go in there, and the goal is to like track down what room the ghost is in, get evidence of the ghost, and exactly what kind of ghost it is, and then escape with everyone living.
That sounds really fun.
It's fucking terrifying, and I have played about 30 hours of it obsessively. I'm in my like level 70s right now, and I can't like every time I go to play it, I know it's going to be at least a 5 hour time suck.
I can understand.
But yeah, you get like there are revenants, demons, onis, yuris, mares. There's just so many different options. It's so fun. There's a lot of work done and put into it, and it's still being updated regularly. It's my new obsession.
It sounds
It's great. I can't wait. I'm basically just gonna mainline it like heroin.
it sounds fascinating. I really only knew what the first three of those kinds of entities were. Beyond that, I've never even heard those fucking words in my
If you
life.
go to YouTube, you can watch like a lot of people playing it because it's really popular and it has great reaction videos of like people freaking out. And you can also go to Bone King TV. Fuck. Twitch.com/Bone King TV. That's what it is. Ha, yes.
Haha.
Twitch.tv/Bone King or Twitch.com/Bone King TV. Fuck it. He'll do a commercial one of these days. Anyways, he also plays Phasmophobia, and he streams it with his team BBC. So they've played
his,
it a few times.
his team what? His
Oh yeah,
team what?
oh yeah. Their team name is BBC.
Sounds like my kind of team.
It is BBC for Bone King, Barb, or Brawling Barb, and something else. But it is exactly set as BBC for that reason. It's what you think.
That is fucking great.
That was intentional.
That is
anyways,
hilarious.
so Phasmophobia, obsessively playing that.
Giggity.
All right, now for TV shows, I'm going to try to be as quick about this as I can because I have like 5 or 6 things for TV shows and movies.
Okay.
All right, so Cobra Kai, are you aware of what that is?
I've seen it on Netflix. I've not watched it, but I saw the little hey, watch this suggested thing.
So about 5 p.m. one day, I was going to lay down and take a nap, right? Relax, stretch out. I like to take a nap on all my days off. It's a pretty good habit. And I'm like, oh, I'll put on Cobra Kai. It'll be fun. I probably won't think too much about it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Cut to less than 24 hours later, I've watched the entire series. I kept watching it every waking moment that I had. I couldn't stop watching Cobra Kai. It's like a Karate Kid sequel series that follows fuck, why am I not able to think of his name right now? The bully from Karate Kid. And basically like how his life turned out, and he ends up reopening the Cobra Kai dojo, and he's like the protagonist of the series. And Danny Russo comes back in as like his antagonist. It's great. It's really well done. It's really well thought out. The fighting's amazing. It's like someone described it as 16 Candles meets Mortal Kombat, and it was just obsessively good.
I like that. I feel like I'm gonna have to watch this now.
It is, if you want to watch it, oh, it's so good. It's so fucking good. Anyways, this is why I watched it all in 24 hours, and just thinking about it, I want to go back and watch it again. Because like it has the high school drama aspect to it, and then it has them as like the older men doing the dramatic stuff, and you have the cool karate fights, and it's good because, you know, it also kind of has that cliche thing where he learns with the kids. Like they also teach him.
Of course. There's
I mean,
there's a
it's
learning
80s.
moment for everyone. I love that whole.
Well, it's not the 80s, but it's an 80s vibe.
It's an 80s feel. Yeah, for sure. I love shit like that.
So yeah, Cobra Kai. Everyone, go watch Cobra Kai, please. The 3rd season's coming out January, I believe. In January, maybe it's December. I can't talk about it enough. All right. Fargo. Fargo season 4 just wrapped up. I've discussed it briefly. This one took place in the 1950s. Kansas City as a period piece, and it followed like rival factions. It was the Italians and the Black Gang led by Chris Rock. So season 4, it follows 2 gangs, one Italian gang and then one Black gang led by Chris Rock. And essentially, you know, that's at least the main story that I'm interested in. There's also like an angel of death nurse that kills her patients, and that gets involved. But it's got like some supernatural elements to it this season around as well. I don't want to spoil anything, but Fargo has definitely been like I've watched every season so far, or I've watched every season this year, and it's probably my favorite show going right now. I mean, I couldn't wait to watch the new episode every week.
That's awesome.
Like if Cobra Kai is 16 Candles in Mortal Kombat, this one is just a much more serious in tone. So I guess can't really compare those two, but absolutely gonna recommend Fargo season 4 to anyone who likes crime thrillers.
Hells yeah.
All right, and for my anniversary, we watched 4 movies. Those 4 movies were Borat 1 and 2, which I had never seen before.
For the love of God.
All right, so you're familiar.
Yes, I am. I've watched them when it was a long time ago. I had like 4 random dude roommates. It was one of those places where you like rent by the room and you share a common area.
And you're just constantly watching Borat.
God, they watched yeah.
Okay, so I'd never seen it, like I'd mentioned. First time going in, I mean, I liked it. I didn't know that, like, a lot of it was just him going out in character and fucking with people. Because when I was younger, I never really, like, watched it, never really cared to. That being said, Borat 2 is hilarious. I thought it was great, maybe because it's much more, like, relevant to the times, obviously, but if you haven't seen that one, it's on Amazon Prime. If you have Amazon Prime, it's free on there.
I do.
We also watched the original Grudge from 2004 because
Yeah.
I'd never seen it, and it terrified the shit out of me as a child, and I actually couldn't finish it. So because she's such a fan of Japanese horror, we actually sat down and watched that, and it was good. I mean, I liked it.
I am a big fat puss bag and absolutely cannot do things like that. I've seen it, but I have an overactive imagination, and I swear.
Oh, I guess if for people that haven't seen the Borat movies, by the way, just to go back real quick, Sacha Baron Cohen dresses up. He plays a journalist from a country that I can't remember the name of, and he's coming to America for a variety of reasons. The first time is to learn about America. The second time is to send a gift to Donald Trump, which is supposed to be a monkey originally, and then was going to be his daughter's sex slave. And then, hilarity ensues. Anyways, that's the first 2 Borats.
Isn't it Kazakhstan or Kazakhstan?
Yeah, Kazakhstan or Kazakhstan. That's right.
Something along those lines. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Anyways, sorry about that. Forgot to do the rundowns on Borat 1 and 2. And Grudge is about a caretaker who's taking care of someone in Japan, an American citizen taking care of someone in Japan, and the house is haunted with a spirit. Anyways, watched that for the first time. Not nearly as terrifying as it was when I was a kid. Still really enjoyed it, though. Kind of want to watch the Japanese... they did a Japanese movie. It was basically like Grudge versus Ring, and I want to know what that was like.
As much as I am a fucking pussback, I'd be kind of interested to see that, too. Just because, like, I've seen The Ring. I've also seen The Grudge. The Ring had me so fucking terrified. This was like, I think I was like a freshman in high school. I don't know. But when I say that anytime... Like, if I fell asleep while watching a VCR movie and then the TV went to fuzz, when I say I fucking flew over to that TV so fast just to shut that shit off. Because I was like, oh, the bitch is gonna get me! Like, it was just, it was fucking awful.
I hated that noise. I know exactly what you're talking about. Then, like, it slowly evolved through the years to where it gets stuck on, like, a DVD menu. So if you watched a horror movie and fell asleep, it would just play the creepy theme song until you woke up to it.
Yeah, no, I can't. No.
Nowadays, it's just streaming, and nobody has to fucking worry about that anymore because nobody really appreciates physical media like I do. I still love you, Blu-rays.
I feel like The Grudge wouldn't have the same effect, or The Ring wouldn't have the same effect on, say, like, someone of, like, a newer generation watched it now, like, because they'd be like, why is the TV even fuzzy? Like, I feel like they wouldn't understand a TV being fuzzy.
Yeah, you'd have to do something completely different with her and how to haunt people. It'd have to involve a computer, then it'd be kind of dumb probably. I'm not going to go into any of that. I'm not going to try to break that story.
Because I feel like someone would watch it now and they'd be like, why would a TV ever do that? Because motherfuckers don't watch VHSs anymore.
Right.
That's not
which is why you would have to adapt it to like an internet-based thing, which is why it would also then just kind of be stupid, or it would just not be The Ring, and it would be some other type of horror movie, and they'd just be using that gimmick. But I certainly didn't watch The Ring because, Japanese horror is definitely the most terrifying of horror films and genres. Even the Americanized versions are pretty good, I find.
I would have to agree with that.
I actually kind of want to go back and like watch the original Japanese versions of these now that I'm thinking about it. Probably
I bet
Way
they're like
better.
10 times fucking scarier.
And we also watched Get Out. I had seen it a bunch of times, but I mean, everyone should be familiar with Get Out. Jordan Peele's first breakout movie, psychological thriller. One guy, African American, goes to an all-white family house for wasn't a holiday, was it? No, it wasn't a holiday. And basically, it's just horrific. Yeah. I mean, it's a classic movie. Fuck it, I don't have to explain this.
I have not seen Get Out, but I saw
Really?
the one where they were like at the carnival and
Us.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Okay, you should definitely watch Get Out. Like, I really appreciate Us, but Get Out is a better movie, to be fair.
All right, I'll watch it.
But yeah, definitely check out Get Out. I'm not gonna spoil too much for you, but it messes with you, and it's got a lot of cool stuff in there that, I mean, man, Jordan Peele really did like deserve all the hype he got for that first movie, at least. I know there were some people listening, Bone King, Adrian, who may disagree with us, but I still think it's a fun movie. I really like it. Anyways, unrelated to all of those, the last movie that I have on here is Dog Day Afternoon. Have you ever heard of this one?
No, I have not.
Okay, so I was surfing through HBO Max looking for a random movie. Again, I was going to try to take a fucking nap. This is one of those days where I look for something random and I found this movie, Dog Day Afternoon. So I pop it on. It's a 1970s movie about a bank robbery and apparently based on a true story. Three guys go into a bank and basically start whipping out guns, you know, start taking everyone hostage. One guy immediately bitches out. His name's Sonny. He flees. And essentially, they figure out that, like, you know, the bank's being held up, so the police show up. And they take everyone inside hostage. And that's roughly, like, how the first, like, 15 minutes or so goes. I'm not going to get too much more into it. But really good movie, really interesting. And since it's based on a true story, I've got to assume that, I don't know, I mean, it was a hit for a reason. I would recommend Dog Day Afternoon to anyone out there who also, like I mentioned earlier with Fargo, likes crime stuff.
Nice.
It's like a 2-hour and some change movie, and I just kept, like I said, kept watching it. Couldn't pull myself away. Well, that's about all I got.
Yeah. Oh, I also finally fucking finished Zoe Punches the Future in the Dick. Jesus Christ.
Oh, what a good book.
Oh, yes.
We have to save any deep discussion for a two-parter with Zoe Punches the Future in the Dick and Futures and Violence and Fancy Suits, however.
Hell yes. I am ready to
And without further ado, for this episode, I actually have something a little bit special. Please enjoy the music stylings of Gravelord. All right, and we're back. That was Apophis. I can't fucking pronounce it. Apophis by the band Gravelord. You can follow them on Facebook at Gravelord. And the guitarist for that is Jake. He's actually done the intro and outro music for Who Asked for This. So I just want to give him a little bit of a shout out and appreciate you letting us use the music, man. Anyhow, for this episode, we are going to be discussing Descender, Volume 4.
Ooh, orbital, oh, fuck me, orbital mechanics.
All right, now you got that out of the way. You ready? Because I have a point I want to make right away.
Yes.
Andy needs to put some fucking respect on Queen Between's name. I am getting sick and goddamn tired of him calling her Effie.
I agree.
It is not her fucking name. She doesn't want to be called fucking Effie. You keep fucking doing it. Just, Jesus Christ, it's not hard, man. It's literally just Queen Between. It's catchy. It's fun to fucking say. You little shit.
Motherfucker.
Oh, that was my first note. It just really kept getting on my nerves. Anyways, Andy got late, so good for him.
Yeah, I was about to say, they got fucking busy. You know, way to go.
Apparently she doesn't care that fucking much about her name, but whatever.
It just makes me want to punch him. I just be wanting to punch him pretty regularly, actually.
Just kind of becoming more of a douche nozzle, because he's like, oh, I don't, fuck whatever you want to be called. I don't care. This is what I know you as.
I don't care. This is what I want to call you. Fuck you, bitch.
And fucking no effort to call him something else because you're just kind of a piece of shit. Anyways,
I feel like this is completely off of that, but let's just start. I feel like, you know, at first Dr. Kwan's still a fucking puss bag, but I feel like the move that he made was in fact to make that play and to get everyone out.
Dr. Kwan had a little bit of a redeeming quality in this story, actually. Since you brought it up, we can jump to that real quick and away from the Andy storyline. So Dr. Kwan, if you guys aren't caught up with us, basically in the last volume snitched out who Telsa was and who she was basically royalty. And so for that, they took all of them prisoner, them being the Hardwire. And then Kwan used that as leverage to basically help bust them and have Tim help bust them and Tim out.
Yeah.
I don't want to go too much into that one, but basically, yeah, Kwan did have a little bit of redemption. How do you feel about that? I mean, does it turn you around?
No, not completely, because I still think you're a pussy ass bitch. Like, that's
kind of a shit heel.
Yeah, like, let me just, I feel like he's kind of trash. You know what I'm saying? But, like, I do feel like that was a little bit of a redeemable, you know what I'm saying? Because he could have just saved his own ass entirely, but he didn't. Like, he was like, okay, I'm gonna break everybody the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it did go a little bit against what I've expected from him, so I'm glad to see, he did something for the good of humanity, more or less.
Right, right.
Oh, speaking of the good of humanity, I know we're jumping around a little bit, and I
That's fine.
apologize, guys, but the harvester that the humans are making.
Oh my god, I wrote that down and in all caps I was like dumb as fuck. Like you're
Oh,
dumb
I can't wait.
fuck because if you
That's
upload it with the same fucking codex that was in the original ones, like bro, it's not for you. What do you not understand about that? Like
okay, but what do you think? Like
the logic,
maybe it works out for him. Like, what do you think the chances are it goes good?
like 3%.
Ooh, all
I
right.
really do not think that's gonna go well because
Just they had to have thought it through some way, right? Like surely they're not just going to directly upload it. There has to be a failsafe or something.
I don't know. I don't know. Because the thing is like, they thought they understood this technology, but obviously they fucking did not. Because all of these beings that they created, all these robots that they created were all like sentient fucking beings. Like they, had feelings and shit. And
Maybe even
so
a robot heaven.
yeah. And so, like, they don't even know where the fucking technology came from. They found a fucking robot in an ancient civilization or a robot organism, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and created these service, essentially fucking slaves based off of these fuckers. So you really don't know what the fuck you're doing. I don't care what kind of fail safe you think you fucking created. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. And so I just think they're fucking dumb. They're dumb. And then especially like they know that the Tim 21's codex was similar to the original fucking ones, and now they're all like, oh, we need Tim 21 to get this one up and going. Like, how much sense does that, to me, logically doesn't fucking make sense? I'm like, y'all are dumb.
Yeah, it is weird that they can't find a way to get that online any other way. Like, there's not a way to operate this giant fucking robot than having the same codex. I don't know. I mean, I don't know enough about robots to understand it, I guess, but
I mean, me either.
it doesn't make a whole lot of fucking sense to me.
Mm-mm.
Hey, I still love the book though.
Yeah.
So, moving forward a little bit after, Andy gets laid, blah blah blah. They leave the planet. I'm gonna go ahead and preemptively say spoiler alert and rest in peace, Tullus.
Right. He took on
Because I don't know if he got out of there, but that man, he did it. He tried.
He fucking tried. I mean, at least he didn't say anything else about him in volume 4. So, but he took on that solar worm so that everyone else could leave, and I thought that was
Stayed behind so everyone could get out.
pretty badass.
Driller, Andy, Queen Between.
Mm-hmm. And then him being like, tell Telsa that I love her like a daughter, and I'm like, oh, my heart.
I felt really fucking sad when that happened. I'm not even kidding. That really affected me.
Yeah.
I was reading this book, and at times I'm like, oh shit. Oh my god. Like out loud, just exclaiming.
Uh-huh. Same. Like, I'm reading this shit at work, and the guys are like, what the fuck? And I was like, just get away from me. Like, I'm reading. You see me in this book right now? I'm talking to the book, okay? Leave me and my comic alone.
All right, so my current car is named the Death Star for obvious reasons. If you know anything about Star Wars, it's exactly the Death Star for that reason. I even had a Darth Vader window sticker for the first few years when I got it, but I took that off because I started using my car for filming. Anyways, when I get my new car, I really want to call it the Space Dagger because I fucking love that name.
It's a good name.
I wrote that down. I'm calling my new car whenever I get one Space Dagger. All right, so when they take off in the fucking Space Dagger, coolest name ever, and they're in there, our boy Driller admits to Andy that he is in fact a real killer.
Yes, he explains to Andy that he was the one that drilled the pocket of gas that killed his mom and everybody the fuck else.
And then he admitted to actively exposing it after the fact and killing everyone. Like he chose to do it.
And he felt bad. Like Driller was.
I would like to real
Driller
quick.
Was essentially
Kiani, I just gotta tell everyone, the audience listening, if you go back to the episode where we discussed Volume 3, we had a small debate about this, and I was right. Anyways, go on.
And you were right. I don't even remember.
You didn't think that he he opened it and sealed it. And you know what? Never mind. The argument wasn't about gas pockets. It was about whether or not they were fleeing because of the harvesters. Well, fuck. I feel dumb. Anyways.
Yeah, Either way, go back.
Cut that right there. Cut.
Either way, go back and listen to that volume episode. Go ahead, volume 3. You know what I'm saying? So you can catch.
But anyways, as you were saying.
But anyway, like, and he felt bad. Like, he felt so fucking guilty. But like, if they only knew, like, I just feel like
he had feelings and remorse and guilt.
Yeah, and Andy like doesn't fucking understand. He doesn't comprehend. Like Queen Between, she fucking gets it. She gets it.
Yeah,
like
Andy doesn't give a shit. He's a scrapper. That's the thing. Like, you saw him take out a robot infirmary.
Like, it's because what they did to Driller's friend was fucking traumatizing. When I say Scooper, when I say that hurt my fucking heart, hurt me right in the heart. Right in the heart. That shit was fucked up. That was fucked up. Like, I would have
feel bad for Scoops.
I would have killed all those fucking people too. That's all I got to say. I would have fucked you up. Period.
And Andy would have done the same thing. So he
would have. Any one of those people in fucking Driller's situation would have fucked everyone up.
But everyone, all is not lost for Driller. He ends up crash landing in what I can only describe as like a rip-off version of Dagobah from Empire Strikes Back. And he finds his own version of Yoda.
It's a little swamp planet. I'm really interested. I actually.
Do you know what I'm talking about right now, Keanu? This is gonna drive me crazy.
What?
Empire Strikes Back, Star Wars.
I know. 5? I know you're talking about Star Wars.
Yeah. The planet that he crash lands on is literally just Dagobah, where they find Yoda for the first time in the series. And like, this guy is a hermit just like Yoda. It's literally just like it's a humanoid version of Yoda. It's fucking great. I mean, couldn't be more of an homage.
His name's Mizzard, and I find him very interesting. Like, I really can't wait to see where that line goes, where that storyline like follows. And I'm really
glad ends up becoming some sort of Jedi. I'm just gonna be thrilled.
I'm really glad that he landed on a planet, because like, after they ejected him, I was like, no, Driller, and then I had to go back in my notes and was like, it's okay, he lands on a planet. That Driller is safe.
I was worried too. I'm like, man, can we not kill off Driller needlessly, please? I love him.
I know. I would have to say Driller's he's probably my favorite character so far.
Yeah, I really wanted to like Andy, but he's becoming more and more of a shitty person as we go on, so I don't know.
I'm hoping maybe he goes through some like, I'm having this internal conflict, and then gets the fuck over it. But
he's definitely gonna have a redemption and everything. But like, I loved him because he was a really badass like gunslinging guy when he's introduced. But he slowly just becomes more and more of a douche nozzle.
Yeah.
But
that's true. That's true. So back to Timmy. Okay, so they escape. All right, and but I think we left off with Tim 22 trying to fucking murder Tim 21.
Volume 3 ended, and Volume 4 picks up with Tim 22 actively pursuing Tim 21, which is, of course, Tim 21 is the main robot everyone needs for the Codex for some god-awful reason. And there was a pretty epic chase scene, and it kind of like, left it up to them escaping, like I'd mentioned earlier, Tim, Telsa, Dr. Kwan, and they enter the ship. And you want to go on from there?
Now, you assume that Tim 22 is dead, because Tim 21 was like, he was trying to kill me, blah, 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 blah. Okay? But come to fucking find out, and that shit threw me for a fucking loop. I was like, what the fuck? Tim 22 just disguised himself as Tim 21, and he had actually he didn't almost kill, but caused serious damage.
Like, he didn't have any sympathy. Little fucking monster managed to feign emotions like the fucking soulless heathen he is.
Right?
And made everyone think that he was Tim 21 before they escaped.
Exactly. I was like, what the fuck? Like, that shit shocked me, because like, when I realized that it wasn't him, I was like, oh my god, because the only reason you realize that it wasn't him is because Pisces or however the fuck you say his name.
Yeah, that guy.
The leader of the Hardwire
leader.
Yeah, he considers Tim 22 to be his son. And so he's like, they killed my son. And he's like, hooking him up to the computers and stuff. And then he announces that he realizes that that's actually Tim 21. And so that's when it's like, goes
Cut
back
to,
to the ship.
dun,
Yeah,
dun.
cut to the ship, and then you see this evil little maniacal fuck sitting there.
This little fucking asshole, this Omen-looking son of a bitch. Now we're on the ship. We got Quan, we got Telsa, and we got Tim 22.
Uh-huh.
And Dr. Quan managed to get himself locked away because Telsa can't trust him. Reasonably enough, Dr. Quan's made some rather irrational decisions.
Questionable choices, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah, even if you think it was for the betterment, you could still see why she couldn't necessarily trust him. It's a reasonable complaint.
Yeah. And they're on their way to this planet where that original robot that was found and then the doctor that he used to work under is supposedly at. And it's like it's supposed to be this completely water-based island and nothing lives there, or not island, but planet. It's just all water, but apparently underneath the water is like a crevice of
this whole hidden world.
Yeah.
Like this whole hidden area that he has a hideout in and everything.
Uh-huh.
And basically, Tim 22 reveals himself. He's like, hey, what's up? Oh, wait, no, Telsa figured it out, didn't she?
No, shit.
I think Telsa figured it out and then, like, cranked him over the head with a wrench, and he snapped back. Yeah, go check real quick.
I'm looking right now. Because I'm pretty sure he fucking cranks Telsa first. Punches her in the fucking face.
Okay. So then, we have a review on the play. And the ruling is...
He announces himself to Telsa. Because she was like, there it is, Tim, the planet matter, whatever. She's like, if Quan is telling the truth, then Dr. Solomon and the ancient robot that blah, 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 Codex, I guess in a lot of ways, he would sort of be like your father. He goes, oh, that ancient robot isn't my father, Telsa. And it was like, there it is.
Oh,
blah,
that's
blah, blah.
right.
He's like, my father is back on the machine moon. And she's like, what do you mean? And then he fucking clocks her in the face.
And then she comes back and fucking cranks him with a wrench or a piece of metal or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, he reveals himself, and unlike Tim 21, Tim 22 has no qualms with just blasting you with his fucking hand cannon.
Nah, he ain't a punk ass. That's all I gotta say. He ain't a punk. He ain't a punk. He about that action. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just gonna put it this way for my final thoughts on this. I really hope that Telsa's okay and survived that, because holy shit.
Me fucking too.
That was some, like, Dragon Ball Z type shit, man.
Uh-huh. I was just like, OMG. I feel like she's going to, though, because she's a tough ass cookie. Now,
for those of you not familiar, she did get shot up close by Tim 22 with his laser hand cannon, like we mentioned.
Mm-hmm. And then he also dropped her into the fucking ocean, like because they dove their ship into the water, and he puts her in the cargo release hold, and then fucking just presses the button. And
that's right. Yeah, I read this when I was still like half awake. That's right.
That shit. I was like, oh fuck. And what was I gonna say? And I also think it was dumb that she didn't relay to headquarters what the fuck was going on, or where they were at, or what they were doing, because I feel like she just set herself up. Like
oh, yeah, because she's stubborn. That's her classic character flaw. That's what she has to overcome.
Yeah, and fucking, and even Quan, like, I'm sorry, but Quan was right when he was talking about her fucking ego and her daddy issues. Like, he wasn't wrong.
She has major daddy issues.
He was not wrong when it came to that. And then, so now that they've all figured this out, Tim 21 he thinks that he's trying to relate to them that it's not Tim 22. Like, he's connecting with... He's
trying to connect, with Bandit, his dog, which is with Andy.
Uh-huh.
And the crew, Queen, Between, and that other guy.
Mm-hmm. And Andy gets to the hardwire before the fucking...
before the UGC, which we failed to mention, is actually about to launch a full-scale invasion on the hardwire.
Uh-huh. Because she told them, see, Telsa sent a tidbit of information, but didn't send all of the fucking information, like I said, because she's being fucking dumb. You stubborn
Yes, she
ass.
relayed the coordinates for the Hardwire headquarters, but failed to tell them where they were going after the fact. And now the Hardwire is aware the UGC is coming, and that's kind of where it left. Yeah, it's who.
Ugh. I can't wait to get into the next one. I'm not gonna lie.
I know. I can't. We can't wait so long between episodes because I really want to get to it.
No, and then we've got the 6 more after this, like after this series of 6.
You have Ascender.
Yeah, it goes Descender and then it's Ascender. So we've got what, like 2? There's only 6 in each one, right?
Yeah. All right. You got any closing thoughts for Descender Volume 4?
I really hope Telsa makes it. I can't wait to see the storyline with Driller, and I really want to know what's in the underwater thing. Like, I can't wait to meet the original robot and hear more about that story, because I find that fascinating.
And I know we got 2 more volumes left in the series too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then, if we so choose, we can go on to Ascender.
And if
I hope you guys are going to join us.
Yeah, if anyone's into comics, you should totally check these out. They're really good.
Yeah, highly entertaining. It especially picks up around volume, I'd say probably about 2 or 3 is really when the action starts kicking in.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. In the first one, I feel like he was already getting his fucking arm chopped off. So that was relatively quick.
Yeah, I guess so, but I mean, you don't really get a whole lot of the stakes rising and the action kicking in until much later. Obviously, you got to build the character. But anyways, highly recommend these books, guys. Check it out. We have the earlier episodes where we discuss them as well, and the next ones will be reviewed here very soon.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and as always, follow me on Twitter at RobotStoneAge and Cody Has Coffee.
Okay, and you can follow me on TikTok and Instagram at Abundant Studio. And then also you can check out my website at abundantstudio.com.
And don't forget to go to Who Asked for This on Facebook and YouTube, guys. Our sketch show has been released. Our website is officially up, redlandsproductions.com. Everything is free. Look around, watch the skits, listen to the podcast. It's all there.
Share with your friends.
Yeah, tell people about it. If you show me a link, if you show me a picture of you sending the link to someone, I will cash app you a crisp $1.
Crisp
$1 $1 bill, and it's only good for one screenshot because I am not made of money. Anyways, thanks for listening, folks.
Thanks, guys.